Drop 'em. Hey. Oh. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Watch this.
What's going on, everybody? It's Key Time coming back with another one to talk about Super Bowl 58. Anybody out there got Usher fever today? Usher is playing the Super Bowl halftime show this weekend. It will be played at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Now we all know why I have y'all here. It's because I want to get into the 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, first off, I'm going to start with the 49ers. I'm going to go down a list of everybody that plays on the 49ers. So stay with me. First off, I'm going to mention all of the players by name. Start with Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, Elijah Manuel, Deebo Samuel, Kyle Juszczyk, Jawan Jennings. On the defense, Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw, Ombre Thomas, Jamar Brown, Damari Lemore, Tayshaun Gibson, Chase Young, Travis Ward, Nick Bosa, Javon Kalaw, Eric Armstead, Logan Ryan, Javon Hargrave, Randy Gregory, Oren Brooks, Daryl Luther Jr., Sebastian Joseph Day, Demetrius Flanagan Flowers, Charlie Warner, D. Winters, and also, that's it. So, those are all the players that are on the defensive side of the ball. Now, I'm going to get into the reason why I am going to pick one of these teams later on in the show. But as of right now, you look at how Brock Purdy is playing throughout the entirety of this season. He has been good. He has had two signature moments as far as comebacks between the Packers and then the Detroit Lions. The last game against the Detroit Lions. But I believe it is very critical for the 49ers to start off fast because you don't want to get behind and you got to face Patrick Mahomes. This is a game. If they get the opening kickoff and go down and score, Kansas City, they might be in trouble. But one thing I can say is that both of these teams' defenses are top notch. Now, there is one thing. Third down defense for Kansas City, top notch. Third down defense for San Francisco, it's been a little iffy the last couple of weeks. So, now, needless to say, that is also taking part in what the 49ers have on the defensive side of the ball and their defensive struggles, because we all know that they have struggled versus the Packers. They struggled versus the Detroit Lions for the first half. And I believe that the 49ers defense is going to struggle versus Isaiah Pacheco, Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce, and Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, he might have some design runs for him in this game. So, getting back to the 49ers. The 49ers, they have Christian McCaffrey, which is a workhorse when it comes to running the ball. I mean, throughout the season, he has averaged over 150 yards rushing in every game this season. So, they got a bell cow at running back right there. Also, as far as the wide receivers, Deebo Samuel, I believe Deebo Samuel, he is going to get a lot of attention. But one guy they are not talking about is Mr. First Down himself. And everybody know who I'm talking about, Brandon Ayuk. Most of his catches this season has either went for first downs or touchdowns. And it is very critical. He will be very critical in this game to the success of Brock Purdy and to the success of the 49ers offense. Now, we also got to get into the coaches. We got Kyle Shanahan on one side, then we have Andy Reid on the other. We all know that it took a minute for Andy Reid to win a championship because when he was in Philadelphia, he could always get to a championship but never could win. Now, since he's been with the Kansas City Chiefs, he's won 2 championships in the last 4 years. It could possibly be 3. That all depends on what happens Sunday. Now, as far as the coaching philosophies, we all know that as of now that the Kansas City Chiefs, they like to run the ball more than they throw. When these two teams played in the Super Bowl a few years ago, it was always throw the ball down the field. But now Andy Reid likes to work from the inside out, not the outside in. So now I see where Kyle Shanahan is doing the same exact thing. He likes to work from the inside out and not the outside in. What I mean by that is they both like to rush. They both like to run the ball to start the game off. And then the run opens up the pass. It's been like the same way ever since football started. You run the ball to open up the pass. And I think that, I think Brock Purdy, he'll throw for over 300 yards, and he'll have two passing touchdowns. But I think that this game will not be a blowout. Make no mistake about it, America. This game will not be a blowout. I'm looking at the point spread right now as we speak, and now it's still 2 points. The 49ers are favored by 2 points. Do we even have to say that the Kansas City Chiefs are an underdog? When was the last time the Chiefs are underdog in a game? I mean, and this is before the AFC Championship game, before the Buffalo Bills game. Has Kansas City ever been a legitimate underdog? I mean, they the defending champion, so I just want to see how can a defending champion be an underdog when they've already won the championship the year prior. So I'm pretty sure y'all probably thinking about, is he going to pick the 49ers or the Chiefs? I'm going to save that for a little bit later on in the video because I still want to get to a lot more stuff. But as of right now, I'm going to get into the drops because Kansas City has led the league in drops throughout the season. But the last 2 games against Buffalo and against Baltimore, they didn't drop the ball much. Now we see where every third down in this game for both teams is going to be critical. Now, we know what Brock Purdy has. He has Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, and Jawan Jennings as far as his wide receiver core. Patrick Mahomes has Travis Kelce, Rashee Rice, Isaiah Pacheco out the backfield, and Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and another person. I hope he plays, and I hope he can catch the ball. Everybody, you already know who I'm talking about, and I'm going to say it. Kadarius Toney. He has got to deliver in this game because he has led the Kansas City Chiefs in drops all season. And he talking about if he gets the ball in this game, he is going to produce. Well, we need to see it because throughout the season, it's been a drop here, drop there. One thing about it, last year, he played big in the Super Bowl. He's the one that had the kickoff return for a touchdown to win the Super Bowl for the Chiefs last year. So I think that Kadarius Toney is an X factor in this game for the Kansas City Chiefs. I also think, hold on. The first X factor I think, for the Kansas City Chiefs is Rashee Rice, because he has took that secondary role as far as a wide receiver and made it his own. On the 49ers side, I think that the X factor that they have for the 49ers is Brandon Ayuk. Mr. First Down himself. I keep calling him that. Mr. First Down himself. He has got to deliver in this game. No drops, no pass deflections, and most importantly, what's going to hurt these two teams are penalties. Penalties, because throughout the season, they have been good. They have been good as far as penalties. They are at the bottom of both of these teams are near the middle of the pack when it comes to penalties on both sides of the ball. Penalties will determine the factor of this game. Also, turnovers. Now, I want to say something. Patrick Mahomes, he hasn't thrown any interceptions throughout this entire playoff run. When he played against Miami, didn't throw an interception. When he played against Buffalo, didn't throw an interception. When he played against the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC Championship game, he did not throw an interception. Brock Purdy, he hasn't thrown an interception. Wait, excuse me. Yes, he has thrown an interception. He threw an interception in the Packers game, and he also threw an interception in the Detroit Lions game in the NFC Championship game. So, if you can rattle Brock Purdy, you probably can get him to throw a couple passes in some tight windows, and for the Kansas City Chiefs, they may intercept them. So, now, defensive side of the ball. On both of these teams, they got some dogs on defense. We already know about the 49ers defense led by Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw. Now with the Chiefs, they have Chris Jones and also Justin Reed as far as the safety. And they also have Nick Bolton at linebacker. So we know both of these teams have a good defense. Both of these teams haven't given up over 35 points all season. So both of these defenses are near the top in defensive statistical categories, and also both teams are very good in third down defense. Now, I have reached to the end of the show. It's time for me to give my pick. I am going to this game right here, the Super Bowl, it's always a tough matchup to predict because both of these teams are matched exactly the same. So we already know. I already went down a list of everybody that's on the 49ers and everybody that is on the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, Isaiah Pacheco, Travis Kelce. Then you got Then you have Mecole Hardman, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, all those players and the tight ends on Kansas City and also on the 49ers. This will be a good game. Make no mistake about it. This game will not be a blowout. This game will not be a blowout, America. This is going to be an all-time classic game. This will be an all-time classic. Now, as far as who I'm predicting to win, I know I'm ducking and dodging the question. But, you know, one thing I can say is hard. It is hard to bet against a defending champion. As far as the Chiefs, they are the defending champion. If the champion is still in it, they still have a chance to win. And I can't go against Patrick Mahomes. Now, I like what the 49ers are doing, Kyle Shanahan and everything, but I can't go against my homeboy Travis Kelce. Taylor Swift gonna be at the Super Bowl. All of the Swifties are gonna be right there at the Super Bowl. So many Swiftie fans are gonna be watching, Taylor Swift fans. So the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win Super Bowl 58, and that will be their third championship in 5 years. And yes, we will be talking about if they are a dynasty come Monday morning. So what I got is, I believe the Kansas City Chiefs will win this game. It's going to be close. It will either be by 3 points or 7 points. If they win by more than 7 points, I will be surprised. But I have the Kansas City Chiefs winning this game in a close one. Kansas City Chiefs, they will be the Super Bowl 58 champions. And with that, that is my prediction for Super Bowl 58. Also, halftime, Usher is performing. He will also have Ludacris, Lil Jon, and a few more other superstars. That's all I know right now. All I know is it's gonna be Lil Jon and Ludacris singing one of his good songs. Yeah. So after all of that, that is my prediction for this game. And with that, remember, the key is always on time. Click the notification bell to get notified when I upload new content on my channel. And now, this is the final sign off. Everybody, this is a good game, but also wherever you are going this weekend to watch the game, be safe, because at the end of the day, this is only a football game, and we do not need anything bad happening to anybody out there on the streets. So everybody have a good weekend. Be safe. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the nachos, the huge spread. I'm going to be going to a Super Bowl party, so I'm going to have a huge variety spread to pick from. But safety first, and I will see y'all Monday morning. And remember, the key is always on time.